I was very keen on this particular meeting. I was very keen on this particular meeting. Let me thank the minister for appearing before us. But I just came in and listening to him. The tone and the narration is quite different from what we experienced a few months ago. Now his words are carefully being chosen, that unaccounted for. Let's be frank with ourselves. The discussion on radio and on television was that containers were missing. That is the fact. And that the containers have miraculously vanished from the ports. That those were the words. Those were the conversations on radio and on TV. It was not about containers have been, what was the word my brother used? Unaccounted for. They say it's missing. And that a committee had gone to the port to verify the 2,491 that has been given by ECG. When they went, they only found about 1,300 and something. So 1,134 was missing. That was the conversation. Then suddenly we get another report from my handsome gentleman there, that they've suddenly found double the figure that was missing at the port. So we've asked him to come and help us reconcile. That is the basis of this whole press conference that we held. So I'm happy the conversation now, listening to the minister, let's see how to reconcile. And he's trying to evade the word missing. And now saying that...
Without the word evade.
I withdraw. And yes, and the point is now is that let's wait and reconcile the figures to see what it means. And let's be very frank. There was a rush into the media to create a certain impression that something was done, something wrong had happened. That was it. Now we are being told that 2,600 something have been found at the same port. Let's.
Gentlemen, first of all, I think that we have to be consistent. He said, oh, the minister's tone is not different. And that what they heard on TV or radio is that containers are miraculously missing. That's a very mischievous way of presenting the narrative. No. Let's face it. Then he makes it look like the minister went and said miraculously missing. No, you said that. Look, that's what that's the implication. No. Chairman, I'm minister and I'm a member of parliament. Please, when you were speaking, I kept quiet and listening. No, please. But why don't you marry the two? That you said that the minister is now sober. So what we heard on radio, no, that means I wasn't sober. That's what it means. If you say the minister is not sober, it means the minister was not sober. So let me make it clear that I've always been sober. I've remained consistent. And I said that it's a committee report that was sent to me that 1,300 of the containers, when they couldn't find them, you can say they are missing. But if something is missing, you look for it. What is wrong with looking for missing containers? What is the problem? Let's even assume it's missing. Let's take it that they were missing. Or whatever. But if they can't find them, they are missing. If they were not missing, they would have found them. If it's missing, but you are saying you held a press conference and said they were not missing. You were categorical. And then that is it. So let it be so. Then what is the issue? Then where is the argument? There's no argument. They were not missing. They were not missing. So what is it? No, let's even assume they were not missing. What is the issue? But then the narration is totally different now. It's different now. Let me see the argument. Anyway, let me answer, Mr. Chairman. So, Mr. Chairman, let me thank the committee for this opportunity. What we want to do is to do the right thing. Let's account for every single container as far as we are concerned. That is the focus. Let's get all the containers. I set up a committee. The committee brought a report. They told me that they couldn't find 1,300. The objective is to find every single container. For me, that is the most important thing, and not to engage in semantics. Semantics is not what will resolve the problem. What will resolve the problem is to account for every single container. Then two, Mr. Chairman, why did we get here? Who slept on the job and allowed that breach such abuse, such misuse of state resources, that under your supervision, you are supposed to spend 900 and you go spending 8.3 billion. Not 1 year, but 2 years. We won't be here. That should be the focus. Under whose supervision did we see this rot? That you do everything through sole sourcing without recourse to public procurement authority? Ladies and gentlemen, this cannot be allowed to stand. Don't fault the minister for working to locate the containers. That is the job of the minister. If containers cannot be found, it's the duty of the minister to look for them wherever they are. And even if you find them, that should be commendable. Don't engage in semantics. But two, and more importantly, those responsible for this reckless dissipation of state resources ought to be held liable. And I hold the view that they should be held liable. Thank you.
On that note, on that note,
Chair, you are not being fair. No. Chair, you are not being fair to us.
With all due respect, colleagues, the opportunity has been given to the minister to clear.
Chair, you are not being fair.
Now, this is just to the committee. No, Deputy Ranking, you put the mic on.
You are not being fair. Allow us to also respond.
The opportunity has been given to the minister, and the minister you requested that the minister should come to the floor of the House. So the minister will be coming back to the floor of the House. This is just the committee's meeting for him to explain to the committee. The next leg will be for him to come to plenary. And so the minister, we don't want this to become a debate. On that note, colleagues, I want to thank you so much for coming. And the minister, you are discharged. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.